Hi guys, it's your girl Couture. Okay, so I want to go ahead and show just some of the things that I've been doing for animation. Not that anyone asked. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I only had one animation class, and actually it wasn't a full animation class, it was just digital art. So I am not at all saying I'm an expert, but I just want to show what it is that I've been doing and how I've been doing it, just in case anyone wants to know. So on this part, I'm just showing how I go about adding like the cars and houses and different scenes to like the next episode. So I went ahead and made my line art first. So you can see line art for like a kitchen. I did a car, there's an office space, a house. So I did a lot of different backgrounds and then also new characters, which I do have a video coming out to show like how I developed the characters. On here, I'm showing that I just went ahead and for my line art, I like to duplicate the layer to make it thicker. And then in order to do that, you click on the layer, slide it over, and then you can just hit duplicate. And then I go over to the blur and go ahead and click on that, and then you slide your pen across the screen. When you do that, then you can kind of visibly see it blur. Now this is not necessary, this is just what I do for my line art. It's just like I guess a phase that I'm going through. I like it to look a little blurry. And then I merge those two layers together. Once you're ready to take that out, you're going to turn off the background layer, turn off the visibility. You're going to go to your the tool icon, which I should be, go ahead and click on the tool icon and then share image, and you're going to hit PSD. Then you're going to have a transparent layer that you can put into anything else. So if you're ever on Google and you're looking like, I want a transparent whatever, this is how they made it. And then this is the background for like, I think the first scene in the next episode. And I'm just going to show like how I went about making the background, which I wouldn't have had to do if the last time that I was doing this, I actually just saved the background as is. So this is the dimensions if you're doing like a YouTube video in order for it to fill the whole screen. I just Googled this to find it out. A lot of things that I'm doing, I Google to find out, or I watch YouTube how-to videos. So I go to the tool icon and then click on add and then insert photo. And right now I'm just showing you how I built the background for like one of the first scenes in the next episode. And I wouldn't have had to do this if I had saved it. So this is basically how to fix a problem. So I need a full background that doesn't have any characters on it. So I went ahead and chose one of the images, and you can see it's black at the top and black at the bottom on the little icon of the photo. So that's how you know it's a PSD. And there's no background, and you can animate it however you want. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add as many photos as I can that have like empty spaces in it of the same background. And then once the layers are on top of each other, you're gonna see me just erase as much as possible. And so yeah, I'll just let you go ahead and watch that. again, even though I already did a disclaimer, just to say again, I had one class. It was a digital art class, and there was one or two assignments for animation. So all this stuff, like, I pretty much learned from that, and then did YouTube tutorials, and I'm just going for it. It's a fun outlet. Also, the characters are not based on anyone that I know. I just came up with storylines and characters, so I hope no one is taking it too seriously. Okay, so on this part, I'm just going to show how I got rid of this. This is Kawisha, how I got her off the screen. And so I went ahead and pulled up a reference photo, and then if you press and hold on the reference photo, it will load whatever color you're pressing and holding on into the little icon, the circle icon on the top right of the screen. And then I just went through, I'm just using like a regular paintbrush, nothing too crazy or fancy, and I am just erasing it. Once obviously this is just for a show because I already made my background, but I just wanted to show like some of the things that I was doing for the animations. So yeah, I'll let you go ahead and see that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and merge down every layer. You want to make sure you start from the top and go down when you're doing this type of thing, simply because if not, if you merge it at a different, like doing from the middle or something like that, it's not going to look the way it does on the screen originally. I went ahead and turned off the background layer, and then hit PSD when I export it, save it, and now I have a now I have it and it's transparent. So this is the one that I had already did, I've been working on, and I'm just going to show you like how I add in the things that I showed at the beginning, like the car and house and office and things like that. So I started with the car, and I make sure that you want to make sure the line art is above the scene the background scene you made. And then I painted the car, and that should be, the paint for it should be underneath the line art. So the order should go line art, and then the paint, and then the background scene. Now I'm leaving all of this separate because I found out last time that it's easier to leave it separate from the background and separate from each other until the very last minute when you have to merge everything, just so that if you're moving it, like the car is going to go across the screen, so that it's easier for it to do that. So here I'm just showing how I isolated Larry. This is Larry the cat. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think his name is supposed to be Jerry, but I've been calling him Larry. So anyways, this is Larry the cat, and I went ahead and isolated him from the background, and then I'm going to put it right beneath the car with the line art and above the background, and then you can move it around, and so now it looks like he's inside the car. And then once I have all this together, but leaving the car and the background separate, but make sure that that Larry and the car are together. I also make duplicates of almost everything now, because if not, and I accidentally merge it into something and then I'm like 20 steps down the road, and I don't have that thing anymore, it really sucks. So but yeah, this is how I go ahead and animate the car going across the screen. Okay, so I took the truck and just went ahead and duplicated a bunch of times, and then once it's on animation assistant, I just went ahead and used the move tool, which looks like an arrow on the top left hand corner, and for each slide I duplicated the slide and then just moved it forward a little bit until it went all the way across the screen. Now once I have the animation down, then I add the background to it. And the reason that I'm doing it this way now is so that it doesn't look so it's like a smoother transition, like everything looks smooth and it's the same background, and you don't have to like put in the truck and then erase around it or do a bunch of crazy stuff. Like if you wait until the very end to add the background, then you know that the truck is moving across and the background is going to be the same. Now there's probably 100,000 ways to do this. This is just how I'm doing it. And I'm sure I'm going to continue to learn. But that is the results. I also went to settings and turned down like the frames per minute to probably like 7 or 6 instead of like 15. Okay, so that's all I have for right now. I hope everyone's having the best day, and don't forget to stay inspired.